Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Portsmouth for this matchup between the Portsmouth Patriots and the Mount Hope Huskies. This game on a Friday night here in a cold one outside, Colin, but should be a good one tonight.
It should. I mean, it's freezing outside. It's about 19 degrees. Feels like zero. Feels like negative. We don't even know. It's that cold outside. But hopefully we can see this Patriots offense heat up here tonight against Mount Hope.
We have two division champions from last year, Colin. We have the D2 champions in Portsmouth from 2019-2020 season and the 2019-2020 Division III champions, Mount Hope Huskies, convening tonight at the Portsmouth New Gymnasium. Portsmouth 1-2 after a 19-game win streak dating back to last January. Lost 2 in a row, trying to get back on their winning ways. Yeah,
I would definitely expect them to have that chip on their shoulder tonight against the Huskies. Obviously saw that win streak end after last game against East Greenwich. Coming off that road loss, 58-50 at Pilgrim on Wednesday. They cannot stop Tyreek Weeks in that one. Hopefully, the defense can pick up. The offense can start to get going. As we know, they've struggled so far. We can see them pull out a win here tonight.
Looking over to Mount Hope, they are 0-3, 0-1 in D2 play. They'll only play one Division II game. They've lost to Rocky Hill by 4, 57-53. They lost to Barrington by 37, who's now in D1. And their first D2 game was the other night against Tollgate, where they lost that one by 10. So they've been playing some competitive basketball, so it should be a good game.
Definitely should. I mean, they have had a lot of success in D3. They won that championship, as you mentioned before. You know, they were an exceptional team last year. They went 13-5. So they're certainly ready for D2, even though they haven't shown it yet. They're going to start to get acclimated to the higher level of play, and I think the success will come over time.
While the refs are reading the white cards to the captains, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the tip-off, and back in a minute. Try to get the left side, yeah. What you said?
I just asked him to come here, so I said yeah.
Tonight's officials are registered by the Rhode Island Interscholastic League and experienced in different rules, so let them to administer the rules of the game.
Now hold college.
I do. It's a nice purple.
Coaches, no matter what their personal history or loyalties may be, in this contest. And now for tonight's matchups. First for the visiting Mount Hope High School Huskies. Junior Senior number 2, Mason Almeida. Sophomore number 4, Parker Camella. Number 5, Noah Whitman. And junior number 11, Bruce McLeod. Now home is coached by Jeffrey Griffin. And now for your Portsmouth High School Patriots. Junior number 20, Jeffrey Brady. Senior captain number 23, Owen Guglielmo. Senior captain number 3, Luke Ryder. Senior captain number 25, Jack Bilala. And junior captain number 2, Benny Hill. The Patriots are coached by Joe Oji. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps. As we all know now are going to be playing on the national anthem.
And we are approaching tip here in Portsmouth between the Huskies and the Patriots. The starters for Portsmouth, with Tim Kolpeck out tonight, are going to be Ben Hurd, Luke Hyder, Jeff Brady, Owen Guglielmo, and Jack Bilal. For the Huskies, Josh DeWolf, Mason Almeida, Parker Camello, Sean Bento, and Bruce McGuire get the starting nod. The tip controlled by Camello and the Huskies. Huskies in their away black uniforms, white lettering, and Portsmouth in their home white uniforms, red lettering, candy canes uniforms here. Portsmouth starting out in a man defense. McGuire has the ball, driving on Brady. He goes strong to the hoop, ball gets tipped and blocked, rebound by Hurd. Here comes Portsmouth. Kicks back out to Balawa, who should see some more time tonight after coming back from COVID-19 protocols a few games ago. Hurd the pump fake. Shot clock at 10. Brady in the corner, rises up. Three, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes strong up. No good, but rebound again controlled by Portsmouth. Great pass down low back to Brady. Brady loses it. And it's going to be Mount Hope ball going the other way.
Yeah, although Portsmouth didn't score there, I thought there was some good ball movement. Unfortunately, some shots don't fall and they can't convert.
Took the shot clock down there a long time, kind of forced them to take a forced shot there as it seemed. But here comes DeWolf, gets to the corner. Camello, the pull-up jumper, front rim, no. Rebound being tipped around, and controlled by Mount Hope. Back out to Vento, and he gets tied up with number 20, Jeff Brady. They're going to call a foul on the junior for Portsmouth. As we mentioned, Portsmouth coming off back-to-back losses, something they haven't done in a while. And that loss was last home game, 52-48 against East Greenwich, and their away loss 58-50 on the road at Pilgrim, as the Wolf shot is no good.
I think the main emphasis for Portsmouth, the offense needs to get going early. They struggled in the first quarter of last game to get a lot of points. Obviously, you need to get out to a hot start against a Mount Hope team that can strike at any moment.
A 1-2-2 press, it looks like, for Mount Hope as Hurd drives to the lane. He gets deflected out of bounds. It's going to say, he's going to go to Mount Hope, they said. Ball is tipped off. Must have bumped Hurd on the shoulder. It's going to be Mount Hope. Ball, another empty possession for the Patriots.
Yeah, they need to get something going. And, you know, the turnovers were obviously a huge issue against EG and against Pilgrim. Had 7 turnovers against Pilgrim. Gonna need to fix that.
Neither team seemed to find their stroke and get a good shot up, as that one from Camelo was off the mark. Gugliotta, who's seen some good time and some good minutes in the last couple games. Some good play there from Gugliotta, but Brady's layup is blocked there. As McGuire and the Huskies are trying to attack here. Bento down low on Hyder, gets it off the glass and gets it to go. Scored 2-0. The first points of the game, 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this one. The pass to Hyder breaks the press. Gugliotta driving to lane. We've seen that a lot this year. Rimmed out. Wow, good shot there by Gugliotta. He tries to get it back, but he's out of bounds.
We saw Gugliotta do almost the exact same thing like that layup against EG. Unfortunately, he can't hit it there and try to tie this game up into a piece.
Portsmouth putting a 2-2-1 press in here. And I hope breaks it without some antics there. Ball tips in the air and caught by Hurd as he goes up court. 1-on-2 there. Hurd goes up strong, gets the bucket to go. The game's tied back at 2. They got Camelo in the corner to make it to Wolf, made an errant pass, tipped by Jeff Brady. Hurd caught in the air, went coast to coast to the finish.
Yeah, I mean, Hurd really has the ability to just take over a game. He can score in bunches, change the complexion of a game, makes a huge play there to put the Patriots on the board.
McGuire from the corner, no good. Rebound tipped around, caught up by Vento, puts it back up, and gets his second basket of the game. The score 4-2. Mount Hope leads with 4:36 to go. The cross-court pass from Hyder to Brady is over the hands of the junior. It's going to be out of bounds. Mount Hope ball.
How's that for doing good?
Assistant coach Mario Ochi for the Patriots telling his team to calm down. But Portsmouth has gotten Mount Hope to make some risky passes in this trap, just like that one. Tipped by Brady, stolen by Gugliotta. He tries to get the ball in, out of bounds. It's going to be Mount Hope ball. Portsmouth really turned the ball over early.
Yeah, I mean, turnovers have hindered this offense from being a great offense, and we've seen that early thus far in this game. Obviously something that is really going to restrict you from scoring and putting up a lot of points, and it has thus far.
Mount Hope's first clean break of the press. As Almeida, the pull-up jump shot, no good. Hyder controls it. And Portsmouth looking to tie the game up here after a very sloppy start on both teams on offense.
And neither team has really been able to get anything going offensively.
Kickball, no.
Another turnover there, but they call a kick ball first. Heard lucky that was a kick ball. Went for the Euro set, ball got tipped, deflected off a Husky foot. It's going to stay Portsmouth ball. With 4 minutes to go here. Now Hope leads 4-2 in Portsmouth. Gugliotta's going to take it out for the Patriots and get it to Hurd. The Huskies are on a 3-2, something that's been very detrimental to this Patriots offense this year. We saw EG play it. And a wild shot there by Gugliotta. Hyder checked that, rather. He gets his own rebound. They're going to call a traveling violation there. But a 3-2, Portsmouth seems to not make, get their offense going and get to 3-2, and I hope implementing that early. Camelo breaks the press. Mento working on Brady. Backdoor cut there now. Almeida gets by Hyder for the layup. It is 62 Mount Hope. 3:24 left in this first quarter. 6-2. The away Huskies have the advantage.
One thing I'd like to see Portsmouth do on this possession is try not to hurry up and take a quick shot. Really use the shot clock and try to take a good shot.
Gugliotta forces the pass down low, and it's going to be tipped away. Mount Hope has the ball. Almeida goes up, and he's going to get hit. On the line to shoot, too. Gugliotta, he was really looking at Brady there for a while. Ball's got tipped around. Mount Hope went on that transition there, and they only had 2 free throws, Colin. Not the ideal start for the Patriots. They seemed to get slowly better about getting shots up, but this game has been looking pretty sloppy early on.
It's certainly not. The offense hasn't been there so far. The offense was there all of last year pretty much. I mean, they put up 81 points in that championship game against Barrington. We haven't seen any remnants of that so far this season.
And the sophomore number 1, Calvin Lucenti, subbing in for number 20, the junior, Jeff Brady.
I'd look for Lucenti to just fire away from beyond the arc. He hit 4 3-pointers in that game against EG, his breakout game. Could have another big game tonight.
Almeida goes 1 for 2 from the line, and the Huskies now lead by 5, 7-2. The 3 from Gugliotta gets to go. The pump fake to Hyder, and he puts up the 3 to go. That's going to help Portsmouth with some momentum early on, down 2, 7-5.
I think Gugliotta's really emerged. His aggression on offense has helped this team.
Almeida back iron, no good. Hurd with the rebound. Moving up court. 3-on-3 here. Hurd out to Lucenti. The 3 ball. Front rim, no good. A rare miss there from the 3, it seems, for Lucenti, who's been on fire all year from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I mean, he torched EG from the 3-point line last game. I'd like to see some more of that here tonight against Mount Hope.
And the spin move from DeWolf is going to end into a Hurd steal. Goes to the rim, he's going to get fouled. 0-0, DeWolf trying to drive to the lane. Did a little spin move there. Hurd just picked his pocket, went all the way. He's going to be fouled there, and Gugliotta's going to take it from under the hoop with 2:17 to go. The Patriots down 2. The entry to Hyder. He goes up strong. He's going to get fouled on the way up. Hyder's going to get the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Big chance to tie it up, and you hit 2. You're able to tie this game at 7. Start, to pick things up so things start to go your way. You can try to get a lead.
Hyder's first goes. Talk about Lucenti. I mean, he's a threat, not from shooting, but he's also a great passer and a great dribbler, so he really hurts many opposing defenses for Portsmouth with the versatility on the floor.
Yeah, definitely. He can be a key bench player for this team, and I think he's really emerged early on this season, which is great to see from a young sophomore such as him.
Huskies breaking, trying to break the press, and they're going to call a backcourt violation on number 0, Josh DeWolf. Great defensive stand there after getting 2 free throws. Trying to take the lead here. Portsmouth is for the first time of the night. Blau the ball on the left side. Finds Gugliotta in the corner. Back out to Hurd. Hurd looked at it, gets it to the corner to Lucenti. 10 seconds to the shot clock. Hurd the pull-up. Jay, back iron. Rebound by Bruce McGuire. And he's leading that Huskies charge. Lucenti trying to tip it away. The pass while Almeida takes his time. Airballs it, front rim, ball being tipped around, controlled by Gugliotta. He's got a one-on-one up court on Almeida. Gugliotta goes strong right hand off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Hyder, can't get it to go. Lamenting the miss there is Hyder, but he gets back on defense.
I thought that should have been a finish there by Hyder. Unfortunately, does not fall. Hopefully, Portsmouth can get it back.
A tip there from Lucenti. We have a 2-on-1. Blau Lucenti. Lucenti goes strong. A good pass to Blau, but they're going to call a foul on the floor first. Lucenti, little pump fake, slid it through to Blau. Draws the contact. Lucenti, despite his height, is a shifty guard and can get the things done for Portsmouth if they need to.
Definitely, he's a great passer, like you mentioned before. He can do a lot of different things on the floor. It makes him a really valuable asset for Portsmouth.
Number 13, Fasten Hicks is in for number 00, Josh DeWolf for the Huskies. Setting the quick pass to Hurd. He goes baseline. The floater gets bumped there going on the way up as they go to the line to shoot 2. Portsmouth trying to get to the line early and often and try to get this offense going.
Yeah, definitely. It's an easy way to get free points, and I can't think of a player you'd rather have in the free throw line than Benny Hurd. He's a really consistent free throw shooter. Got 2 key free throws here to potentially take the lead as we head into that
Hurd
second
5
quarter.
for 5 last game against Pilgrim from the free throw line out of his 13 points in his effort, and their 8-point loss there on the road at Pilgrim. But another thing with the free throws, I mean, you can score. That means Mount Hope has to take the ball out, and you can implement that press, which is done very good against this Huskies offense.
Definitely. If Portsmouth's defense can pressure Mount Hope, I think they're going to have a very tough time putting up points in this game.
They get back into that press after Hurd makes both of them. Portsmouth up 9-7 on a 7-0 run here. The Patriots are. Like triple trap there, and it works. Blau with the ball. Portsmouth 4-on-2. Lieutenant goes strong with the left hand, slips it, gets blocked. Hurd with the rebound, lit up strong with the right. Out of control, spins it off the backboard, no good.
Come on, man.
36 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Oh, they call that?
And they're going to call Lieutenant there with a reach-in. Trying to get the ball away from McGuire. 34 seconds to be exact here in this first quarter. A low-scoring game, 9-7.
Seems like a trend this year. I've seen a lot of scores around D2, and a lot of games have been surprisingly low scoring this year.
Maybe it's the quarters, maybe it's without the continuity of a full half. Definitely different, but again, yeah, low scoring season as McGuire goes up strong with the right hand. Gets it to go, 9-9. Tie here, 14 seconds and counting. Portsmouth looking for the final shot in this quarter.
They've got enough time to take a good shot.
Hurd drives, ball gets tipped around. We can call a foul. Mount Hope coach Jeff Grifka think that was a little too late of a call. Hurd got the ball taken away from him, but drew the contact after the ball was stripped. So it helped Portsmouth Patriots. He's going to the line to shoot 2, take the lead, hopefully, with 4.6 seconds left in the first quarter. As Hurd gets the first one to fall, Portsmouth takes the 10-9 lead. Hurd second in his front rim, no good. McGuire with 3 seconds. He doesn't really have time. He's taking his time, and the ball's going to be tipped away, and that's the end of the first quarter. Portsmouth up 10-9, entered the half on a 8-2 run there for the Patriots, trying to get something going in this first quarter.
Yeah, I think Portsmouth had a really slow start, but they've started to pick back up. And one thing that might go unnoticed, the end of that first quarter, we saw them take the lead. They really allowed Mount Hope to do almost nothing offensively. They completely trapped them. They couldn't even get it over the half-court line. That's a play that goes unnoticed in this game, in my opinion.
And the shots that Mount Hope taking are not easy shots. They had a couple good looks, but the shots that they have made have been tough, gritty, grind-out shots down low in the paint. And it could be a trend in this one.
Definitely. I mean, Portsmouth, they're going to have to force turnovers. They're going to have to cause, Mount Hope for every single shot they take to be contested. They're going to need to make them take tough shots, make them uncomfortable. I think they've done a very good job thus far. They're going to need to keep that up throughout this game here tonight.
We're going to be back in a minute and a half for the start of the second quarter here in Portsmouth. The Patriots up 10-9.
Okay, cool.
Got it.
Pass doesn't work. Guglielmo with the steal. I think he goes up court. 2-on-1 situation here. He goes to the right hand and gets it to go.
Focus is off. JV was perfect.
And we were back 15 seconds until the start of the second quarter. Something to notice, starting guard Josh Wolf's getting checked out on the injury bench over there in the back left corner. So something to take notice for the rest of the game. A leader for this team, especially as a guard. Trying to break that press could be a big factor in this game.
Yeah, definitely. He can make a lot of different things happen on the court. Seems like a pretty good leader for this team, someone who can be a key contributor. Could be a big loss for the Huskies here tonight.
We'll continue to update him on his status as he's over there with the Portsmouth and Mount Hope trainer. Subbing in for the Patriots, number 0, Marcus Evans, number 14 is Sam Balawa, in for Hyder and Gugliotta.
Everything focused and everything.
Well, there are no changes on the Mount Hope side of things. It's going to be Portsmouth ball inbounding. And we got the start of the second quarter. Hurd has the ball on the top of the key as Mount Hope resorts back to that 3-2 defense.
That 3-2 defense, something that Portsmouth struggled with last home game against EG.
Blau looking for Evans. His ball gets tipped, but he gets the recovery. 10 seconds on the shot clock. The floater from Lucenti hits off the backboard and will not fall. Here comes the Huskies. And out of control, Almeida gets the ball back up to McGuire. Listen, Vento down low. He's been strong all night long. He can get fouled. Go to the line to shoot, too.
Portsmouth obviously not having Tim Klopek tonight. I think that's a big loss because I think he would match up well with number 5 in Mount Hope, obviously. He's doing a phenomenal job. Vento is tonight. So not having Klopek could be, a key loss for this team because I think he could match up well with him down low.
First free throw, no good for Vento, and in for Portsmouth is number 20, Jeff Brady, for number 25, Jack Balawa. Vento has one shot, tried to tie this game at 10, with 7:26 to go in the second quarter. His second free throw is off the mark. Rebound control by Hurd in Portsmouth. Hicks guarding Hurd. Blau over to the Lucenti. They leave Lucenti open for 3. Side rim, no good. The ball's going to be tipped around. They're going to stay Portsmouth ball. Number 13 there, Fasten Hicks, goes for the ball out of bounds, but steps out trying to recover it. It's going to be Portsmouth ball. Lucenti gets the pass into Brady, who gives it back up to Hurd. Hurd's 3 ball does not go. Great move there by Almeida to get away from the Patriots defense, but they're following them all the way. They break that press. McGuire has the ball on the right side. The pass to Camelo, and there's bodies flying everywhere here on the floor. An absolute slop fest in Portsmouth. Seems like a recurring theme so far this year. At the rebound there, controlled by the junior, Evans. Balawa to Brady. He goes up strong, foul, gets the basket to go as well. Jeff Brady, the pass from Balawa, goes up strong with the left hand, gets to go and draws the contact. He's going to go for a 3-point play here. Might take a 4-point lead. And for Mount Hope is number 0, A.J. Brooks, not to be confused by number 00, Josh Wolfs, but Brooks is going to come in for number 11, Bruce McGuire. Going back to a possession to go for Portsmouth on the offensive end. Mount Hope coach looking for a moving screen, emphatically yelling at the refs.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been something the referee missed. I don't think we had a clear view from our angle, but obviously something that he's a bit frustrated with.
A little confusion there, but Brady's free throw falls, and Portsmouth up 4, 13-9, with 6.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Again, this Portsmouth trap making Mount Hope throw some risky passes. It's going to be a foul committed there on number 0, Marcus Evans, the junior. But again, making this Mount Hope team double look itself and trying to get turnovers on the Portsmouth side. And the Portsmouth coaches asking for illegal screens as well, so maybe the refs are just not calling it on both sides here tonight. Portsmouth back into his zone. The ball tipped around. Hicks rebounds it. Goes up strong with the left and he gets fouled. Looks like from behind. An odd sequence there, Colin. Portsmouth seemed to get the steal. Blaua is going to be called for the foul number 14. Sam Blaua is going to call for the foul from behind, but Blaua gets the steal. Ball gets tipped around. Hicks finally regains control, goes up strong with the left hand.
Yeah, I mean, Blaua made a nice play. Looked like Portsmouth was going to be headed down the other end. Unfortunately, Mount Hope still has possession. He draws a foul. Hopefully, Portsmouth can get going again offensively if he misses some free throws here.
The first free throw does not go. Something we've seen early, Mount Hope and their inability to make the free throws early on. But if at Mount Hope, number 00, Josh Wolf comes in after. Hopefully he got deflected in the head, somewhere in the head area. But he's back in. So we have a 0 and a 00 on the floor, Colin. Hopefully we can keep track of that pretty well. It's number 0, AJ Brooks, and 00, Josh Wolf for the Mount Hope Huskies.
That's something I can't say I've seen before in sports.
2 zeros on a team. See if Portsmouth can get a score here on offense. Hurd has an open look, pump fakes, drives, the right hand floater, back iron, no. The ball fought around on the ground. And then called a jump ball. The Mount Hope coach Grifka wanting a timeout, but a jump ball is going to be Mount Hope possession as the arrow is pointing their way. 5:40 to go in the first half. That's 13-10. Portsmouth leads in this low-scoring affair. Brooks with the ball, bringing across. Marcus Evans with the steal. This is to Hurd. Hurd out to Evans. Evans goes strong with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Brady, the rebound, gets fouled and counts the basket. Another and-1 for the junior Brady. Little Compton native. Gets the bucket and the foul. He's going to go to the line and shoot. He's trying to get a 3-point play and put Portsmouth up by 6.
Jeff Brady's efforts definitely should not go unnoticed, being very aggressive so far. 2 and 1s, as you mentioned before, being able to get to the free throw line. Love to see it.
Well, we'll talk about the 0 and the 0 with Brooks and DeWolf, but AJ Brooks taking on the game for number 33, Gavin Wynn, so we'll be spared for a couple more minutes until Brooks ultimately comes back in. As Jeff Brady's free throw falls, it is 16-10 in favor of the Patriots.
Portsmouth defense doing an
pass,
excellent job.
errant there. Hurd has the rebound of the errant pass. Blaua, the senior. Sam Blaua, rather. Hurd, the kick out to Sam Blaua. He shoots from 3. That one goes. Portsmouth on a 9-1 run here, and they're up 19-10 with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Sam Blaua hitting a huge
and this
3 there.
trap doing damage as Hurd tips it out of bounds to the same Mount Hope ball, but another almost turnover there for Portsmouth.
Yeah, Portsmouth, I mean, the forcing turnovers obviously allows you to go the other end and score. Like to see them do a little bit more of that in this game, but their defense doing a phenomenal job so far.
I think that's the main reason why they've scored 19 points so far. About 3/4 way through this first half. You see turnovers, you see defense turning into offense. As the Wolf answers Blau's 3 with one of his own, and that's going to be 19-13. But what I was saying is Portsmouth defense really supplying their offense here, helping them score.
Yeah, they're making it really difficult for Mount Hope's offense to set up.
Blau with a 3, blew out rather, backer no good. Brady, the offensive rebound, puts it up, and the left hand off the glass goes in.
The star of the first half might just be Jeff Brady. He's doing a phenomenal job getting boards tonight and finishing. Great
game so far by Brady. He's had at least 8 points for the Patriots, and timeout by the Mount Hope Huskies. Portsmouth up 21-13, Colin. So the shot by Gugliotta doesn't fall, but Brady there to clean up the work and put it in.
Definitely. He's a beast on the offensive glass. Replacing Klopek is not an easy task at all. He's a guy who really cleans up all the boards for Portsmouth, but Brady's doing a nice job filling his role tonight, and that he's a key reason why Portsmouth has an 8-point lead in this game.
As well as this 2-2-1 defense for Portsmouth in this press, I mean, it's just doing its justice against Mount Hope. Not only, whenever they get by, it seems like they have to make a risky pass to get over this press, and I believe whenever Portsmouth can get set up in that, it can help their offense, help their defense, and turn defense into offense.
Yeah, Portsmouth's doing a great job on defense, and they're making it very difficult for Mount Hope to get over the half-court line. They've struggled with that. They've struggled to get open looks, so Portsmouth doing a phenomenal job of contesting every shot and really making it difficult for Mount Hope to score.
Seems the opposite from last year. Last year we saw a team that was unconscious from the field, got plenty of points. But I think this year it's changing with COVID and everything. Everything's uncertain. Teams didn't have much time to practice. But there's one thing Portsmouth has controlled all year, and has been their defense. And I guess this is the kind of style of play Portsmouth wants to play. A grind, a low-scoring, grinder game where if they can keep a team under 50 points, they'll have a good chance of winning games.
Definitely. I mean, if you can win this way, by all means, go for it. I think they're really playing like this is a must-win game tonight. They're playing that way. They're playing with that mentality. They're already halfway through the season and only 4 games to go.
The inbounds from Mount Hope. The Wolf has it.
Plug it back in.
And Hyder almost gets the steal there. He checks in for Portsmouth for number 0, Marcus Evans.
Yeah, it's back in.
Another thing with that press, though, it takes a lot of time off the shot clock. You see it, they came across, 9 seconds had elapsed in that shot clock, and that's just good defense there for Portsmouth. Ball tipped around, Hicks regains his own shot. Almeida gets the win in the corner, the spin move. A tough shot there, doesn't fall. And it's finally some control here by Hyder and the Patriots after a couple missed shots from Mount Hope.
Great effort by Palau on that last possession to tip it to Hyder. Patriots go the other way.
Palau driving the right hand floater, rattles in for the Patriots as they take a 10-point lead, 23-13. Portsmouth on a 13-4 run in the past few minutes. That ball tipped by Brady, controlled by Hicks again though. They get it back over to Vento, and Mount Hope looks to get something going here. The spin move by Almeida, he loses control, takes an extra step, and it's a turnover for Mount Hope, a traveling violation to be Portsmouth ball.
I think Mount Hope going into the halftime break, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on how to get past this defense. They seem to be very rattled by Portsmouth's press thus far.
First to bring it up for the Patriots. Mount Hope playing a tight 3-2 defense, it looks like, as Brady's pass is deflected and controlled by Mount Hope. And you got a double team there. DeWolf at number 00, but a timeout from Mount Hope. It's contended to a little break there. With 3:06 to go, Portsmouth up 10, 23-13. We'll be back right after the break. And we're back from the short break here after a timeout from Mount Hope as they try to break the press. But again, Portsmouth prevailing on defense, helping this offense flourish. But a key to this Portsmouth offense, you got to say it's been Jeff Brady.
Definitely. He's emerged tonight. I think he's having his coming out party in this game, grabbing a lot of important rebounds and has finished very well inside the paint, which has been a key issue that's really plaguing this team this year.
DeWolf has it, and Portsmouth staying in that press. Wolf gets it over to Wynn, who has a pass down low, deflected, and Hyder regains control for Portsmouth. Try to go down to Almeida, but Hyder snagged it. They took the entry pass away.
I'd love to see Portsmouth continue to grow that lead. They got a 10-point lead right now. Let's see if they can get that lead even larger.
Heard the pass in the corner to Blau is intercepted by Josh DeWolf. And he's going all the way. Coast to coast, gets the layup to fall and the foul. Number 00, Josh DeWolf grabs the seal, goes coast to coast, gets the bump and the basket. Hurd looking a little timid there from behind the arc. Has got a couple looks, but just pump fake, try to go to the lane.
Yeah, I think there's been a little bit of hesitation in his game. Obviously, it's going to be tough to score when that's a factor, but hopefully Portsmouth can kind of settle down on offense and get him some more open looks because we know he can score.
Speaking of Hurd, he rarely comes out and gets subbed there for number 1, Calvin Sensi, the sophomore, and DeWolf completes the three-point play, gets the bucket to fall, and the free throw. So it's going to be 23-16. Portsmouth up 7, 2:27 to go in the first half.
We talked about Jeff Brady being a huge factor so far, but Sam Balawa has also been great. He had a huge 3, adds a 2, another bucket there.
And Balawa, speaking of the devil, gets the foul and 1. See this lately, Portsmouth just getting back everything that Mount Hope has, and vice versa. Portsmouth gets a 3, Mount Hope gets a 3 of their own. The Wolf goes strong, gets an and 1. Balawa does the same thing on the other end. So a back and forth battle here after Portsmouth's taking a good lead up 9. Balawa trying to make it double digits and make it 10. And for Mount Hope, number 42, the sophomore, James Restici, is in for number 5, Sean Benton.
Rebound, Jack. Put it off.
Brady, the rebound on the free throw. He was strong again for his own rebound. He gets the ball to Balawa, Gugliata rather. Been calling Gugliata Balawa a couple of times today. It's my fault. But Gugliata, nonetheless, gets the rebound. Lewis Strong gets hit on the line to shoot 2. But Brady there, 2 big rebounds for the Patriots.
Yeah, definitely. He misses that one shot, but gets his own rebound. He's able to do that, which is huge for this team. And then by a result of that, it sends Gugliata to the line. Chance for Portsmouth to get a couple more points on the board.
The senior guard gets the first one to fall for the Patriots as they take a 10-point lead, 26-16 with 2:09 left in the first half. Second one on the way and good for Portsmouth. After Gugliata's second free throw, it's 27-16. The Patriots up 11 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Slow start for Portsmouth. They picked it up on the offensive end. It looked like a couple extra steps there and call a traveling violation on Hicks again. Looked like he slipped or just slipped on his footing there, and it's no Portsmouth's ball.
I'd like to see Portsmouth just play some clean basketball. You know, we got under 2 minutes to go. I'd like to see them hold that lead, make some smart decisions, protect the basketball, and just play smart. Don't make any dumb choices to try and, you know, make that extra pass. Just do what you can to score and play some smart defense.
Portsmouth passing around the outside here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Musetti drives, gets to Balawa. They're going to call a travel there again, going back and forth. Now Hope gets the travel, Portsmouth copies.
Yeah, these teams are just kind of, yeah, they are copying what they're, you know, each other's doing, like you said before. End-to-end action so far in the first half.
This is Portsmouth's highest scoring half, though, already with minute 22 left to go, so good to see improvement there for the offense of Portsmouth. Almeida, the tricky shot there. He gets his own rebound, stuffed by Brady, but they didn't call a foul there. Looks like he got ball, but they may call him on a block here. There was a little contact down low after the block. They call a foul there on Hyder, who did not seem to be down low, but Almeida, who got his own rebound, is going to be rewarded with 2 free throw shots, and the first one goes. And the refs talking it over. It looked like number 20, Jeff Brady, would be charged with a foul. Hyder not even in the question there, but they're going to get him with a foul. And Almeida with the second free throw to fall brings Portsmouth within 9, 27-18 with 1:10 to go in the first half.
I think if Portsmouth can get another bucket here before the end of the half, it really takes the air out of Mount Hope.
And Balawa's floater is tipped. And the ball's going to be deflected out of bounds off Jeff Brady. That's going to be Mount Hope ball. 59 seconds go, just under a minute in this first half. Portsmouth up 9, 27-18. In a game with a lot of turnovers in early on. It's Almeida, the behind the back. Shifty move there. Wolf looking for work there. Could take an extra step there, but the ball from Camelo is just lost control there and regained by Hyder. 37 seconds left. Gugliata drives, right hand, and it ricochets off the rim. It's not going to fall. 28 seconds left in this one. The shot clock is about 1 second difference between shot clock and game clock, so Mount Hope could inherently just wait for that last shot, but instead they take a 3, and they get an up-court pass to Hyder. He goes strong, 1-2, layup goes. 29-18, 11-point lead for Portsmouth, 8 seconds left in this one. And here comes Almeida, very close to the out-of-bounds line. The Euro step layup goes with 3 seconds to go. And the heave from Gugliata left. No good. So at the end of this first half, it's 29-20. Portsmouth leads. A good half of Portsmouth on the offensive end. Hello, too many turnovers to start, but really bounce back.
Definitely. I mean, it was a slow start. The offense hasn't been great so far this season. It's been a bit lackluster, but that was one of the better first half performances they've had all year offensively.
We'll be back in just a minute to give you a little halftime recap as we get set for the second half here in Portsmouth. Patriots are up 29-20 over the Huskies of Mount Hope. Pryor saved it, even though it didn't look like it was going to be not there. Ball, and Lucetti spots up and hits the three, the lefty.
Full possession. Back to Bismonti, the jump shot.
Pass doesn't work. Guglielmo with the steal. I think it goes up court. 2-on-1 situation here. He goes to the right hand and gets it to go. And so Portsmouth up 9, 29-20. Started slow, down 7-2, but since then have outscored the Huskies 27-13 in a big run over the span of 1.5 quarters.
Definitely. I mean, I think a key factor why Portsmouth has that 9-point lead, we talked about it several times so far during the broadcast. Jeff Brady's having himself a night so far. 8 points, 7 rebounds, has been a big factor on the glass with the absence of Tim Klobeck tonight.
Almost a double-double in the first half. That's unheard of these days with all the fast-paced style of offense. But speaking about fast-paced and pace itself, this has been a pretty sloppy game. There's been bodies on the floor. There's been balls rolling around out of bounds, hitting them, kick balls. So it's been a very choppy game, and both teams trying to get in the rhythm, but the only team that seemed to do that is Portsmouth on that run for the last a quarter and a half rather. Benny Hurd said 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 steals there. That's big as in committing turnovers for Portsmouth as to turn their defense into offense. Jeff Brady, as I mentioned, 8.7 rebounds. Sam Balawa having a solid game himself, the senior, 7 points for him. And Hyder has 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 points. And the senior guard, Ola Liata, 5 points, 2 rebounds. On the Mount Hope side of things, they're taking very tough shots, not to mention the turnovers and the press and the risky passes itself. They're just really being really sloppy with the ball early on.
Yeah, definitely. Turnovers have been an issue for Portsmouth, but we've seen it be an issue for Mount Hope here tonight. I mean, they're really giving Portsmouth more opportunities to score on offense, and their defense hasn't been able to contain Portsmouth because their offense continues to turn over the ball.
Looking at the box score for the Huskies, they're led by Almeida. He has 7 points, 2 rebounds. Josh Wolf has 6 points, and Bruce McGuire has 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Didn't see much of McGuire late in that in the first half, in the second quarter. So let's see if we see him again starting this third quarter. Look to a key to the victory if the Patriots hit their shots, right? They seem to get open looks. They seem to continue to get their offense gelling together, but just have not hit the shots tonight. I don't know what it's been. They haven't gotten the best of shots, but the offensive rebounding and the interior presence down low in the paint, and the points in the paint has really led them to this 9-point lead in this first half.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the ball movement has been really good for Portsmouth, even when some shots haven't fell. Some possessions where they don't take the best shot, even if it doesn't go in, they move the ball around well. I'd like to see them do that a little bit more. I think that's what kind of helped them a little bit in that EG game, despite the loss. So I think if they can move the ball around well, find the open guy, take smart shots, they can get a win in this game.
Looking ahead to Portsmouth's schedule, they have 5 games remaining. After this one, they go on the road to take on Tollgate, who Mount Hope just lost by 10 a few days ago. That game's on Thursday, February 4th. And then our next home game is a rivalry game. Next Saturday at 12 p.m., the Middletown Islanders come to Portsmouth in what should be a good game in Division II rivalry. Always a good time when Portsmouth and Middletown match up. Always some fire from both teams. Though there'll be no fans, the players will play with that fire inside. Then the Portsmouth Patriots go on the road on Wednesday, the 10th of February, take on the Tiverton Tigers. Then they host Rogers Friday the 12th, and then they go on the road. One of their toughest matches all year. They go up to Coventry on Saturday the 13th. So the Patriots have their have their work cut out for them. They just got to play good basketball if they want to make these playoffs in this shortened season.
Definitely. I mean, they're going to have to get red hot soon. They're going to have to start to string
hot
some
day
wins
running
together
up
if they
there.
want to have a chance at going back to back.
Mount Hope's next game is Wednesday the 3rd as they host East Greenwich, who Portsmouth just played a few days ago. The start of the third quarter has about to start here in the new quarter format instead of 2 16-minute halves. Realize switched to 4 8-minute quarters for COVID cleaning and such sorts. For Portsmouth, the starting lineup is out there for both teams, I believe. You have Herb, Jack Balawa, Jeff Brady, Luke Heider, Oguliata. For Mount Hope, you have number 4, Parker Camella. We have number 11, Bruce McGuire. Number 5, Sean Bento. 00, Josh Wolf. And number 2, Nelson Almeida. Portsmouth trying to get something to work on the 3-2 as Hyder's pass is tipped and deflected. Turns the ball over and McGuire moving up court. The pass stolen by Balawa. And we're going back and forth here. Gugliotta has the ball up top after the pass from Balawa. Gugliotta goes strong with the right hand, no good. McGuire looking for a charge there, and Brady gets the rebound, tries to go up with it. And it's going to miss, and the ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. Ref's thinking about it, and it's going to stay here. Portsmouth ball. Check that, it's going to be Mount Hope ball. Looks like the ref pointed to stay, but they're going to call a blocking foul instead on number 20, Jeff Brady. Are they going to call a foul? Yes, they will. Number 20, Jeff Brady called a blocking foul.
Portsmouth foul number 20, Jeffrey Brady. His second.
That's Jeff Brady's second. As Portsmouth's trap, trying to do its damage, but you can't let that pass go to the middle.
Yeah, it allows Mount Hope to have some more offensive opportunities.
Press 101. You can't let that pass, as you pass to half court, they can just be so versatile, and they have the whole court in front of them. And Mount Hope does that. Could have been an adjustment they would have made at the halftime break. 4 seconds of the shot clock. McGuire to Wolf. He takes too much time, but gets the floater off, rims out, and it won't fall. Bento rebounds it, tosses it down low to no one, it seems, and Gugliotta has the ball. Hyder lets it go from 3. In and out. Brady the rebound, and no, who else but Jeff Brady to get the offensive rebound up and in for Portsmouth. They're up 31-20 with 6:30 to go.
Jeff Brady is the Swiss Army knife for Portsmouth tonight. He's making it all happen on the floor for Portsmouth.
And the pass to Almeida is out of control. He catches it, but has no one to pass to. As a good pass from Gugliotta up court. And Balawa gets the layup to fall. 33-20. 6:19 to go in the third quarter. Mount Hope seeming to find the answer to this Portsmouth press, but just doing damage themselves to this offense. And another turnover from Portsmouth. The pass to Balawa. Up court to Gugliotta. He goes 1-2, right hand, gets it to go, and Portsmouth on a run of their own, a 6-0 run to start the second half in the first 2 minutes. With 6 minutes to go, Portsmouth is up 35-20, up 15.
They come out with fire the past few minutes, really doing a great job forcing turnovers, defense to offense, and they've scored in bunches.
And Almeida, the pump fake drives, and Hyder's going to put his hands out. They're going to call a hand check call there on Luke Hyder. That's his second. His first, rather, team second. With 5:53 to go, Portsmouth in control, up 15 against Mount Hope.
Portsmouth's doing a great job of executing. It's something they haven't done that well in the first couple of games, but they're doing a phenomenal job of executing here tonight, making those smart shots and really finishing on layups down low.
I think two things to take away from this game so far. It's the offensive rebounding, especially Jeff Brady and his effort, and the press that Portsmouth has brought. It brought absolute mayhem as Gugliotta's layup doesn't go. He had a good look there, just couldn't get it to fall. But the presence of the trap is just haunting this Mount Hope team. I mean, when even Mount Hope breaks it, they still have it's they have pressure. They're tensed up when Portsmouth comes back to play some defense. So it is doing its work tonight. As rebounded by Gugliotta, he's trying to go coast to coast. Had a lane there, but dished out to Hyder. Hyder working on McGuire. His floater falls, and Portsmouth extends that run to an 8-0 run. With 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, Portsmouth up 17, 37-20. We've seen an explosion. It's a great transition offense from Portsmouth.
Luke Hyder providing some offensive support for Portsmouth, had 15 points in that game against Pilgrim, and adding on tonight.
And Benny Hurd tips it out of bounds. Another great defensive stand there from Portsmouth. It's going to stay Mount Hope ball, but again, Portsmouth just doing a great job on defense. And for number 5, Sean Ventos, number 42, James Restici for Mount Hope. Camelo has the ball. Gets to McGuire. Now Hope looking for something to do. Camelo, the turnaround jump shot doesn't go, but it gets his own rebound. Guarded by Brady in the corner. Camelo gets it out of the corner. Shows ball fake. Turnaround jumper doesn't go either. And Camelo over 2 on that series. And Portsmouth looking to extend their 17-point lead here.
We've talked about Jeff Brady being a force on the offensive end, but great defensive stop on that last possession.
Hyder lets it go from downtown. That one doesn't fall. Rebound controlled by McGuire. A big body there for Mount Hope. Very physical and athletic. I have to call a travel there on Alameda. In for Portsmouth number 10, Ori Abrams. As he replaces number 20, Jeff Brady. Give Brady a little bit of a break. Almeida there on that last possession tried to drive. Hurt just got out of the way. Almeida slipped and called for the travel. Gugliotta's three doesn't go either. As McGuire, another rebound for the Huskies. Working on Brady, backing him down in the paint. Slips by, right-hand layup doesn't go, and Mount Hope just can't get anything to fall early on. More than halfway through this third quarter, Mount Hope gets to score a point. Abrams out to Balawa. Heard the Euro step and he's gonna get hit there. Trying to go to the lane. Let's look at a call on number 4. Park Camella. Grabbed a hit on him. And in for number 3, Luke Hyder is number 14, Sam Balawa. So yeah, both the Balawa twins out there. Ori Abrams, Owen Gugliotta, and Benny Hurd. Balawa in the post, backs down. Restici in his layup. Turnaround jump shot doesn't go. The Portsmouth up 17, 37-20 with 3:10 to go in the third quarter. The Wolf shot is way short there. Abrams for Portsmouth with the rebound. Gugliotta coast to coast again. Slips it up. Spins it off but doesn't go. A little quick there from Portsmouth. He had an option there in the corner, but Gugliotta, who's done well all year when it comes to down low presence and getting layups to fall, doesn't get that one too. And McGuire can't get that one to fall either. And Hurd goes right there. The strong Hurd. Number 2, Benny Hurd gets the layup to go. And Portsmouth now up 19, 39-20. Now Hope on a scoring drought in the last 5.5 minutes in the second half.
Yeah, they haven't seemed to get any buckets lately. And looking for Portsmouth on the offensive end, I mean, Benny Hurd's done a decent job scoring, but it's been the other guys that have really stepped up and factored in. It's been Jeff Brady, it's been Owen Gugliotta, Sam Balawa that have chipped in as well.
Another turnover from Mount Hope, and Gugliotta takes it to the other end, gets a foul, and the basket to go. Portsmouth up 41-20. Send Gugliotta to the line to try to complete the three-point play, but Portsmouth is absolutely blowing this game open on a 12-0 run in this second half. Mount Hope get the score since that start of the second half, really. So Portsmouth blow this one open, up 21, 41, 20, timeout, Mount Hope. We'll be back right after the break. Pass doesn't work. Gugliotta with a steal. I think he goes up court. 2-on-1 situation here. He goes to the right hand and gets it to go. And we're back from the break here. Again, Portsmouth up 21, 41-20. Have blown this game open. Hurd is coming to come out, and in for Patriots is number 1, Calvin Lucenti, the guard. And in for Mount Hope, number 13, Faison Hicks. as Guglielmo tries to complete the three-point play here and go up 22. A great defensive game here from Portsmouth. Only up 20 points in about 22 minutes of play. So
I think Portsmouth is really playing some disciplined basketball tonight. They're making smart decisions with the ball. They're protecting the ball. Their defense has been absolutely exceptional in this game and has been a key reason why they're up 22 now in this game.
Guglielmo completes the three-point play and Portsmouth now up 22, 42-20, with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. The pass to Almeida down low, he goes up. The right hand doesn't go down, but he can go to the line to shoot two and hopefully get Mount Hope's first points of the half. That foul is going to be charged on Ori Abrams, his first, team's second. And Mount Hope gets his first points with that free throw of the half. Down 21, 42-21. And the second free throw goes. And the score 42-22, pushes up 20 with a minute 52 to go in the third quarter. Evans set to check in for Portsmouth the next whistle. The city thinks about it, but gets to Balawa. Abrams back out to Sam Balawa there. Sam Balawa in the corner. Got a clean shot. Off the iron, no good. Rebound by Lucenti. He's just going to bring it back out. Abrams taking his chance out of three. Hits nothing but nylon. Portsmouth goes up 45-22 with 1:16 to go in the third quarter.
Great to see him make an impact off the bench. It's a big three there. Keep the lead for Portsmouth.
And great defense there on Hicks, but Hicks, what a shot from Hicks. Somehow gets that to go in. Abram tapped the ball, but hit his knee, and Hicks seemed to get control and put it up and in. 45-24, the pump fake from Abrams. And that's his jump shot to go. That's his fifth straight point for the Patriots, and they're up 47-24. And the steal there by Guglielmo. Hicks was staring down Varsity, and Guglielmo gets the steal and goes up strong to the rack and gets the basket to go. 49-24. The Portsmouth Patriots up 25 with 30 seconds to go in this third quarter. Camelo trapped, looking for help, gets to Almeida. He crosses over the floater, front rim no good. Rebound by Varsity down low. The sophomore gets it back out to Camelo. Shot clock off, 13 seconds left. McGuire, the shot no good. That's gonna be out of bounds. Portsmouth ball with 9.7 seconds left in this third quarter. In for the Patriots is number 0, Marcus Evans, for number 23, Owen Guglielmo. Excited to see time from both Abrams and Evans as Portsmouth up 25. See what they can do.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for those guys who don't get the normal minutes as the starters to make an impact. It's a good chance for them to step into a big situation here. I mean, Portsmouth has a big lead, but they can still make an impact and see some
4
minutes.
seconds
that
in
they
time. The
haven't
pass
seen
to Marcus Evans. His shot gets stuffed by Varsity. Evans went up strong, but got pinned there by this tall sophomore, number 42. And that's going to end this third quarter. Portsmouth went on a heck of a run. Check that. It was a 20-4 run for the Patriots in that third quarter for those whole 8 minutes. So they're up 25, 49-24 as we head into this fourth quarter. We'll be back right after the break. Pryor saved it, even though it didn't look like it was going to be not there. Ball, and Lucenti spots up and hits the three, the lefty.
Full possession. Back to Bismani, the jump shot.
And we're about to start the third quarter here. Look at the box scores across. We see Portsmouth is led by number 12, Owen Guglielmo, who had an outburst in that third quarter with a bunch of transition buckets. And for the Mount Hope Huskies, they're led by number 2, Mason Alameda. He's at 9 points, 4 rebounds.
I mean, Mount Hope really struggled offensively in that quarter, only scoring 4 points, as you said before. Portsmouth, just an offensive onslaught in that quarter. They had just an outburst from everyone. They had Benny Hurd, they had Owen Gugliotta going, they had Luke Hyder going, Jeff Brady. Everyone was contributing, and that's why they're up by 25 points. It's a team effort tonight.
Definitely. I mean, we see Benny Hurd. A lot of focus is on Hurd, especially when we look at defenses. They want to stop Benny Hurd, but if he can start getting it to those other key players, such as Gugliotta, such as Brady, that's going to expand the offense and be more diverse. It's going to be much harder to guard this Portsmouth offense. So Hurd not having the highest point totals tonight. He's only had 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals, but he's doing work, facilitating it well to the other players and getting the job done here. Pitches up 25 as we start the third quarter, 49-24. Portsmouth going to keep the same group as at the end of the third quarter for the fourth quarter, and in for Mount Hope is number 0, A.J. Brooks for the Huskies. And Lucenti tipped the ball twice there. Camelo jumps it off his foot but gets it back. Over to Almeida on the right side. He loves that right hand. Drives strong off the side of the backboard, no good. Even by Abrams. Here comes Evans. Strong. It's the right-hander. Gets it up and goes. Marcus Evans gets his first points in the season for him. He gets the and 1 foul. Portsmouth can go up 27. Speaking of her, we saw him take an early exit from the gym. So Hurd looked like he was injured in his chest area. And he was taken out. And he's out of the gym now. Has just exited. So something to keep notice over the next couple of days for Portsmouth, see how they can adjust to that. Don't know if it's a long-term injury. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's just a bruise or a little tick there. But Evans cannot complete the three-point play, but gets the layup. Portsmouth up 51-24 against the Huskies. Looks like he took a couple extra steps, changed pivot foot, but the rest didn't see so. Anyway, it's going to be a turnover by Hicks. It's going to be Portsmouth ball. Hicks drove. The lead changed his pivot foot. The lead traveled. Did not get the call. Granted, Portsmouth is up 27, but look for a pass. Intercepted by Evans. His ball gets tipped out of bounds, but Portsmouth will retain possession. Not Hope thinking it should be their ball, but it will be Portsmouth's.
Seemed like a very wacky possession.
A common theme tonight. Wacky would be a good way to describe this game tonight. But the step back from the side, he doesn't fire it. Six on the shot clock. Abrams, the great pass down low to Blau. He goes up strong. Blocked by James Verstici, though. He's done a great job down low against this Portsmouth offense. And Almeida, who has the shifty handles, goes coast to coast. The ball gets tipped out of bounds by Lucenti. Pokes his hand in there, but it's the same Mount Hope ball.
Really surprised we didn't see a foul called on Mount Hope. It seemed like Balawa took some contact there. No call, surprisingly, by the official. I know this game is a little out of hand right now, but it seemed like a reasonable call to make.
Number 3, Luke Hyder is going to sub in for number 25, Jack Balawa, as Almeida takes it out from under the hoop. Gets to Verstici, who works on Hyder. Almeida pulls up from the top of the key. Backboard, rattles in and out. The ball on the ground, it's the same Mount Hope ball. Evans bowling his way in there, trying to get the defensive rebound, but tipped out of bounds with the same Mount Hope ball. In for the Huskies is number 11, Bruce McGuire. Looks like he's going to come in for number 0, A.J. Brooks. And Verstici, who's done a great job down low, is going to come out for number 5, Sean Vento.
Yeah, he's a lengthy player, adds a bit of height to this Mount Hope team, getting some key minutes down the stretch.
And Vento, the kind of alley-oop pass there from Almeida is going to get hit on the way up, and he's going to go to the line to shoot too. But Verstici, only a sophomore, great player down low, especially very lengthy and can play good defense. He's got a couple blocks tonight. He's pinned Evans down low on the right side here. So, you know, a couple years left in his high school career. Should be fun to see. Vento's first free throw does not go. And in for Portsmouth is number 20, Jeff Brady. Number 14, Sam Balawa. Brady has 10 points and 8 rebounds, 2 rebounds shy of the double-double. Hopefully he can grab 2 tonight and get that accolade there for Portsmouth. It'll be fun to see.
Definitely would. He's made a huge impact on this game tonight. He's been a really key player for Portsmouth, and would be really fun to see him do that.
Vento misses it, but he gets his own rebound. Kicked out to Almeida, who goes strong. Can't get that one to go. Another offensive rebound by Vento, and he does not give up that possession. Two offensive rebounds leads in a bucket, and I guess he gets his reward there for playing tough on the offensive glass. Portsmouth up 25, 51-26. A great defensive game for Portsmouth as Lucenti, the smooth floater, gets that one to go. He's made that one since 4th grade travel ball. He's been doing that in his sleep.
Love to see his confidence. He's not afraid to take tough shots. Makes a great shot there. Even though this game is, it's a little out of reach with Mount Hope, Portsmouth's effort is still there, and they're executing well still.
Still keeping their foot on the gas, up 27, 53-26 is another turnover as Abrams controls it for Portsmouth. Gets it over to Hyder. Lucenti looks at the three. Does not go in. And again, Evans in there to tip the ball around with a stay Mount. It's going to go to Mount Hope's way, but he's doing a great job in the glass, just fighting and playing hard. Something you want to see from Portsmouth, especially in the game where it's basically out of reach. I mean, up 27, 53-26 with 5.5 minutes to go. You should want to see hard work and effort from this Portsmouth team.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're showing that right now. These bench players want to make a good impression on Coach Ochi, and I think they're doing a good job of that so far.
And this is going to be a great game for momentum, especially as Brady, the entry pass there at the top of the key, is going to be called a foul on Brady. That's going to be his 3rd. But again, this is going to be great for momentum. And Portsmouth went on a huge 19-game win streak. Struggled over Cherry early, got the victory, but then lost back-to-back to East Greenwich and Pilgrim. Granted, both great teams, both had great talent, but Portsmouth, after losing 2 straight, needed a bounce-back game, and this is the effort that you wanted.
Definitely, they've executed well. They've played disciplined basketball. They've done everything right tonight.
And McGuire, I think got away there with extra steps there, but maybe because there was contact and let it go. He gets the floater to go off the backboard at 53-28, Portsmouth up 25 with 5 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. The cross-court pass from the corner to Abrams. Hyder. Back out to Abrams. He shoots from 3. Rattles in and out. Again, there's Evans fighting for the rebound, but controlled by Almeida. McGuire drives on Abrams. He goes strong to the rack, gets the bucket to go, and the foul. They're calling and one there to send McGuire to the line to shoot one.
Portsmouth ball in basket number 10, Ori Abrams, his 2nd, team's 6th. And the line for Mount Hope, number 11, McGuire shooting 1.
4:35 remaining. This free throw trying to make it a 22-point game for Mount Hope. The free throw doesn't go, but another Sean Vento rebound. He goes up strong and gets the bucket. Something I got to emphasize is boxing out. He's on a couple offensive rebounds, so whether it's Evans, Brady, or Hyder down low, got box out. Vento's done a great job on offensive glass.
Yeah, definitely. Vento has been a great player for Mount Hope
Nice
in this
pass.
game,
Finish it.
despite them being down by a lot of points right now.
And Lucenti, a great pass to Evans, and he goes up strong. And Evans trying to add to his point total this year. He's had 2 on the year. He saw his first points of the year on the and 1 layup, but trying to get these 2 free throws to fall for him. Add to that. Portsmouth up 21, 53-32 with 4:16 to go in the game. Evans' first free throw does not fall. And in for number 10, Ori Abrams, is number 23, Owen Gugliotta, the senior. And the second free throw, though, falls for Evans. It's 52-32 in favor of the Patriots of Portsmouth with 4:10 to go in the 4th quarter. It's a great overall game from Portsmouth. Again, started slow like we mentioned, but again, the defense has been superb, to say the least. And then the offense has done its work. They've gotten in transition, they've played well, good basketball, and what happens is when you play hard, you get good effort, great offensive rebounding, especially from Brady, who's fighting around there, and that just helps you out in the long run, and it usually leads to wins. As Evans goes to the basket again, they call a blocking foul, number 11, Bruce McGuire of the Huskies. Evans going to the line to shoot another 2 free throws.
I think at the end of this year, we're going to look back on this game and say this was one of Portsmouth's best offensive performances. I think they've shot very efficiently. They've done a lot of things well on offense. They've moved the ball around well. They've rebounded extremely well, and that's helped them really take over in this game, and the offense has been nonstop throughout.
Number 11, Bruce McGuire, that's going to be his 5th foul, so he's going to be disqualified from competition. And in for him is double zero, Josh Wolf. But as you mentioned, they have Tolgate, they have Middletown, Tiverton, Rogers, and Coventry. So not an easy road ahead. I mean, they have to go on the road to some tough places, and especially Coventry on Saturday, the 13th of February. They have to go on the road there, all the way up there in Coventry to play a good Oakers team. So Portsmouth has their work cut out for them, and this game could be great when it comes to momentum, and hopefully can rattle off some wins and make the playoffs and use the momentum to win another D2 championship, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, this win's going to have a lot of value. It's going to help them really start to, gain momentum, as you said before, and they've got some tough games, obviously, but I think this is a key turning point for Portsmouth this year.
Evans goes 1 for 2 from the line, and Portsmouth extend their lead to 23 as DeWolf brings it up for the Huskies. Portsmouth lacks a bit on defense, not doing the press, but still playing tough. In for the Mount Hope Huskies also is number 33, Gavin Wynn. Wolf goes there, gets the layup to go again. Looked like could took some extra steps there, but gets the layup to fall. Portsmouth still up 21 with 3:23 to go. Looks as the Patriots are just trying to run the clock down just a little bit. And Vicente goes strong with the left hand and gets the layup to fall. The shifty lefty guard somehow scissors his way from the defense and gets the layup to go. Portsmouth up 23. We approach the 3-minute mark left in this game. Portsmouth, from basically, besides the first minute or so, they've controlled it from start to finish.
I mean, this game was pretty close in the first half, relatively close, and then Portsmouth just exploded. They took over, and they've never looked back.
And that third quarter shows how this Portsmouth team can go on runs. I mean, that 24 run was very impressive. Stout defense and just being so disciplined and just honest on offense, being true to what they can do and making the layups when they can, making the right passes, not turning the ball over, playing smart basketball. And this Portsmouth team can continue doing that, continue that trend. It's going to be a hard team to stop.
Yeah, they can be one of the best teams in D2 if they do just that.
As Almeida goes strong with the left hand, get fouled by Lucente. He's on the line, shoot 2 free throws. Ori Abrams looks to check in for Portsmouth after the first free throw. But he cannot let these Patriots get on a roll. As you seen last year, they went on an 18-game win streak to lead to the Division II championship, and they've shown that they can go on runs tremendously. I mean, 18 straight games is almost unheard of in a single season. So they have proven that they have been going on a run. I know that was last year, but still, a lot of same players besides Parsons and Yates and Newsom, of course, 3 great players. But if this Portsmouth team can get on a run, they're going to be a hard train to stop as Almeida makes the first of his 2. Almeida makes both of them. Now Hope going into a man-on-man trap, it seems. Press, full court press. Abrams drives. The Euro set was hard with the right hand, but they're going to call a travel before anything. Try to pull a Euro set. Look more like an Asia step there, Colin.
Yeah, he definitely took an extra step there. I mean, no question, I think there's a travel on that possession.
2 minutes and change to go in this game. Portsmouth just controlling this one from start to finish, of course, without those first couple minutes, but just playing very solid basketball. Though only scoring 57 points, their defensive presence has been there all night long, and I feel like if they can stop teams under 50 points every game, like they have shown they can do, it's gonna be tough to beat.
Definitely. I mean, their defense has been very stout tonight. I think if they can keep that up, they can really press teams and make it hard for them to get past midcourt. Then they're going to have a really, great time starting to get going offensively, because defense leads to offense, as we've seen several times.
Lucente splits the full court press there, but decides to go up. Would have liked to see him pull out, maybe pull some time off the clock. Probably Ochi sneaking over there. But Almeida goes up strong, doesn't get the layup to fall, but rebound by the Huskies. And that foul on number Jeffrey Brady's going to be his 4th. And it's going to send Gavin Wynn to the line, Mount Hope.
The line for Mount Hope, number 33, Gavin Wynn, shooting 1 and 1.
So that foul is on the floor, so he's going to be shooting 1 and 1. Mount Hope has not made most of their free throw opportunities, besides Almeida, who's done pretty well from the free throw line. Everyone else has seemed to struggle from that area. So something for Mount Hope to look forward to get better, especially free throws. I mean, Portsmouth was really running on them early in that third quarter, and they had a couple free throw opportunities, but just couldn't get them to go. So it kind of dwelled their hopes and their momentum that they had going into that third quarter.
Yeah, free throws, it's the easiest way to score points. It's free points, and Mount Hope has really struggled in that area, as you said before, and I mean, something that you need to improve on to be a good basketball team. Got to shoot a lot of free throws in practice.
And that's something that Portsmouth is good at and helps them. I mean, they got a lot of guards, a lot of good shooters. Anyone can play everywhere, it seems. So that's a good sign for Portsmouth, as Wynn made both of his free throws. Calvin said he drove down the lane, got a pass to Brady, who had an open look. He gets fouled from behind. A long 4 minutes, it seems. I feel like it's been an eternity since the last 4 minutes. I mean, a lot of fouls, a lot of out of bounds, so a real grinder to the end of this one, as Brady's at the line to shoot 2, up 27 with 1:26 to go. Brady does not get the first one to go. Portsmouth is going to move to 2-2, as they have a 6-day break until they go on the road at Tollgate. So should use that as some momentum, work some stuff in practice, work the kinks out, and go on the road to play Tollgate and hopefully get a victory there.
I think this is a good break for them. Have a lot of momentum after this win. Get some time to relax, regroup, and get ready for some big games.
So Brady's second goes, and there's fighting for the ball. Brady's on the ground tussling. That's just the effort from Jeff Brady. You see him all night on the offensive glass, going up strong. The Mount Hope coach doesn't agree there, but just Brady going, giving effort 100%, and you seem to get results when you give all your effort and all your might to just to get a ball just for a single possession.
Definitely. I think his dedication has been unmatched tonight. I mean, he has fought for every rebound. He has just put himself out there. His effort is to the max. I mean, he's a player who risks it all to get every rebound, and it has shown tonight.
So Portsmouth has the ball after a timeout from Coach Ochi, and I think the message has got to be just slow the ball down, take time off the shot clock, relax, breathe, just pass it around, play solid defense, don't foul, and just play clean basketball. Going back to that Tollgate that you mentioned, they have a 6-day break. That's their longest break for the rest of the year. I mean, they play Tollgate, and then 2 days later they play Middletown. 4 days later is another solid break, but they play Tiverton. Then 2 days they play Rogers, and then a day after that they play Coventry. So they have a stretch where they play 3 games in 4 days. So you're not going to get many breaks. So this 6-day break, Portsmouth is really going to take advantage and really use it to get better as a team and as a unit, and hopefully it really explodes their game.
Definitely, you can emphasize the little things, tinker with some things on the offense, maybe the defense can definitely help you improve as a team.
And Mount Hope fouling up 18 with a minute 15 to go. I think it's kind of beating a dead dog there. Let's just send them to the line. I mean, up 18 with a minute 15. I know you don't want to quit or anything. You want to give 100% as much, but it looks like that's going to be DeWolf's 5th as well. So I don't know what Mount Hope is thinking there, whether he wants to extend the game longer, but they foul there and to send the to the line to shoot 1-1. Actually, they actually have 5-6 fouls, so I don't know if they're going to send it to the line. I guess, yeah. It's actually Josh DeWolf's 2nd. Check that. I'm sorry about that. Literally, the clock guy was shaking his hands 5 like he did for McGuire, but that's the 7th foul. Okay, so the score was updated. I was quite confused. I thought it was 6 fouls, but it is 7. And Latentia's going to left the line to shoot 1-1, and just like clockwork from the center, hits the first one to go. But yeah, that foul really confused me from Mount Hope. I mean, down 18, and I get it, but this one's kind of out of your reach by now.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, I think you just play out the game, see what happens. But, you know, I think they kind of want to, you know, prolong this a little bit. That's what teams do.
All right, Vicente makes both of those. Takes a 20-point lead, and we'll see if Mount Hope fouls here as Evans goes strong to the rim. Abrams gets it. You just want to bring it out right now, but they're attacking the hoop. Balawa, the layup goes in. Sam Balawa, who's had a great night as well, coming off the bench with a couple buckets of his own. Portsmouth not showing any signs of stopping as they go up 22, 62-40.
The player I've just loved watching tonight is Sam Balawa. I mean, his effort is always there. He's a guy who always hustles. He always puts in the extra work to be a great player, and it is showing tonight.
30 seconds left in this contest. Almeida goes with the right hand, gets it up and go. 62-42, Portsmouth up 20. They can just dribble out the clock here as the shot clock is turned off. And they're going to get to Latenti. Looks like he's just going to dribble out here for Portsmouth as they're up 20, 62-42. They're taking the victory tonight, Colin. A much-needed win for the Patriots. They're going to move to 2-2. Mount Hope's going to drop to 0-4, 0-2 in division play.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you needed this win after back-to-back losses. Big night for the offense, 62 points. The offense had their best night so far this season.
Stay tuned. We'll have a little post-game show as the teams wave goodbyes. We'll be back in a short moment. Actually, do we have the stats? We do, from our statistician, Julia Durant, who's been on the stats all game long, giving us up-to-date stats. So we'll give you a quick little box score to check out here. Portsmouth started slow, but then picked it up, went on a big run in that third quarter when they were up 9.5, went on a 24 run, ended up winning this game big, 62-42. I looked at the game, you saw Benny Hurd, he exited early, whether it was a chest problem, whether he got hit, or whether he was having trouble breathing. I know they wear masks, mandated by a rule, so we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but he had 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. He mostly had his presence on defense, which is great. I mean, very athletic, very strong, so to see him do well on defense is very good. Look across the board, Gugliotta led scoring, had a game-high 12 points, 3 rebounds. Jack Blau had 4 steals. His prominence there with the long arms there, tall guard, is his defensive prowess. So 4 steals for Blau is very good. Hyder had a great game, 6 rebounds, 6.7 rebounds, 4 steals, and Brady had 10 points, 8 rebounds. I think the player of the game to look out for Portsmouth is definitely Jeff Brady.
It definitely is. I mean, we've talked about it several times during the broadcast. His ability to grab offensive rebounds is so crucial to this team's success. Obviously, not having Tim Klopek is a big loss. A guy who can grab a lot of rebounds in the paint. Jeff Brady stepped up tonight and it really helped this team get the victory.
He had a great offensive glass performance as well as defense, getting that ball into transition, getting to Gugliotta, who had a great game as well. Looking at the other side of things, look at Mount Hope. They were led by Mason Amita. He had 9 points, 4 rebounds, as well as he had 13 points, check that, 5 rebounds for Mason Almeida, and Sean Vento had 10 points, 9 rebounds. Sean Vento, another great player for Mount Hope. He was really strong and tough for Portsmouth, for Mount Hope rather, against Portsmouth. He really did damage on that offensive glass.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Mount Hope obviously lost this game, but a bright spot for them is definitely Vento. I mean, he really stepped up, grabbed a lot of offensive boards for the Huskies. I think they should really focus on revolving their offense around him because he can be a huge factor in their offense putting up points.
So a great win for Portsmouth tonight, a 20-point win as the suffering defense and great transition offense led him to the victory. I'm Gavin Bisho alongside Colin Struckman, as well as cameraman Jay Costa, Andrew Reddy, statistician Julia Durant, and producer Alec Darminio. In this one, Portsmouth winning. Good for the Patriots as they go on to take Tollgate, their next game on Thursday, the 4th. And our next home game you'll see us announce is on next Saturday, the 6th, as they take on the rival Middletown Islanders. Thank you very much for listening, and good night.